So I do have here with me a beautiful Tibetan bowl, and it's tuned to A, and A is the tolling pitch for to acknowledge someone who has recently passed. So the for whom the bell tolls is always an A. Or if you've been out at Fort Logan and heard the honor bell is tuned to an A. And so I want to begin our ceremony reverentially after the motor sound goes away, and bring in the and which is all good. It's all good, but we're going to bring in this A sound and strike a tone. I hope you feel the vibrations coming your way. So, all right, maybe I'll do it at the mic here. Well, I'd like to officially welcome you to this historic First in Colorado event. We are here, one, to honor the donation of these composted remains, these remnants of stars. You probably know that 93% of our body is made of stardust. And so we are in the presence of stardust that's being laid out in this burial preserve for the restoration of the land. We're here to reverentially honor the trailblazing choice that this Colorado family has made to be the first to return their loved one's body to the earth by way of body composting. We're here to call attention to this earth-friendly method for the disposition of the body, pioneered here in Colorado by the Natural Funeral, and to join with the co-sponsors of this groundbreaking event, the Colorado End of Life Collaborative and the Colorado Burial Preserve, along with the Natural Funeral, in bringing into focus the environmentally friendly, innovative death care options now available in Colorado. I'm Ben Martin. I'm a life cycle celebrant. I'm with the Natural Funeral, and I'm honored to be here with you today and to be a part of this most reverential and watershed moment. And we welcome each of you here and are grateful for the families that are in attendance who have opted for this choice for their loved ones. And we welcome the media. Thank you, media, for helping us, for your pictures and your word of mouth promotion to help us get the word out about this newly available earth-friendly choice. So thank you for being here and for being part of literally this ground-breaking moment, because we're going to break some ground here soon. And I'd like to begin with acknowledgement that we are guests of this unceded territory of the Cheyenne and the Ute peoples. May our efforts today and in the future bring honor to these sacred grounds. We acknowledge the ancestors of this place as it becomes home to new ancestors. And we recognize that we are here because of the sacrifices forced upon these people. And we hope that in some small way we can right the injustices heaped upon this land as we engage in our own efforts to restore this land and to restore the spirit of this land. Well, we're all here out of mutual and reverential respect for the earth. It is the earth we have come to restore. It is the earth that we have come to listen to. It is the earth we have come to enrich and thank with these blessed composted remains. So the Ute proverb prayer highlights what we might hear from the earth today in this ceremony if we but listen to her teachings. And I want to share this with you. Earth, teach me quiet as the grasses are still with new light. Earth, teach me suffering as old stones suffer with memory. Earth, teach me humility as blossoms are humble with beginning. Earth, teach me caring as mothers nurture their young. Earth, teach me courage as the tree that stands alone. Earth, teach me limitation as the ant that crawls on the ground. Earth, teach me freedom as the eagle that soars in the sky. Earth, teach me acceptance as the leaves that die each fall. Earth, teach me renewal as the seed that rises in the spring. Earth, teach me to forget myself as melted snow forgets its life. Earth, teach me to remember kindness as dry fields weep with rain. Beautiful you prayer. Well, I'd like to invite Emily Miller. She's the founder and owner of Colorado Burial Preserve to speak. She is a self-declared refugee of the conventional funeral industry. And it has been her passion to offer an alternative to the conventional choice. And she has done just that. So please help me welcome this can-do visionary who not only thought, wouldn't it be nice if we could, but has actually brought her vision to fruition. Emily.
I have my remarks prepared on my phone. I'm not texting. Hi, everyone. I'm Emily. Thank you so much for being here. I am so grateful for this moment and for everyone that helped to make it happen, and to all of you for coming and sharing it with us today. As Ben mentioned, I used to work as a funeral director, and it was actually when I was helping a family who wanted green burial that I realized how far behind in this state that we were on those options. This family's request, it seemed simple enough. We're in Colorado. He wanted a final resting place with a view of the mountains where a body could just return to nature. There are other cemeteries in the state that allow shroud burials or burials with no vault, but we had trouble finding one that was just a wild place. Tall grass turning golden, flowers blooming, nature taking its course. Colorado Burial Preserve is the first cemetery in the state to make conservation a core part of its mission. We are making the case that a cemetery can be a nature sanctuary, that your end-of-life choices can sequester carbon and actually improve the health of the soil, and that a burial preserve can do all of that and still yet be everything that a community needs a cemetery to be. A keeper of history, the chance to experience the ritual of committing a loved one to the earth, a place to visit, to wander, to spend time with memories. Our culture's relationship with cemeteries and with death has been twisted by generations of profit-seeking and an increase in professionalism and medicalization and separateness from the process. A walk in nature is an opportunity to view firsthand that life and death are but two sides of the same coin. The one begets the other as surely as day turns to night, as winter turns to spring. I believe that we can use the current environmental crisis to rethink our end-of-life practices. And when we do that by sticking close to nature, we can also learn ways to make amends with the reality of death and of dying. As you saw, this project is still very much in development. The cemetery sections are ready to go to be used, but we have just yet begun the process of building the grand entranceway arch, the arrangement office, which will also have a public restroom. We also have a site picked out for an outdoor service chapel. It's my goal to use that amphitheater not just for funerals, but ceremonies of all types and educational sessions as well. The idea that we can put environmental restoration first without losing any of the community benefits is what we keep coming back to. That we can reserve a sanctuary for the ancient and necessary process of saying goodbye and still yet expand the good we do for the planet through education and through experiences that move hearts and change minds. Today's ceremony is sure to be one of those moving, changing experiences.
So this is definitely a milestone moment for Colorado and for earth lovers everywhere to see this eco-friendly solution embraced by some of these first families. How many know the term cairn? Does that mean something to you, a cairn? Okay. So from prehistoric times to present, in places all over the world, people have used stacked stones, also known as cairns, to mark places of milestone, often sacred significance. And while cairns can be used as trail markers, as aids along the path, the Japanese tradition of stone stacking is also considered a form of prayer, with 5-tiered stones serving as burial markers. So in the spirit of this tradition, we're going to build a 5-tiered cairn, our trail marker in honor of this milestone moment in this burial preserve on this spring equinox day. And this cairn will serve as the center point for our earth altar that we'll be creating in just a few minutes. And you might notice that the beginning shape of the earth altar is defined by 5 spokes, or rays, that fan out resembling the shape of a 5-pointed star. This shape intentionally aligns with the truth that our bodies are composed of remnants of stars, our stardust. And we are going to call out what makes this moment in time so rich with promise, beauty, and light. The foundational stone in the center of the star was harvested from the property here, from that mountain, from that mound, and it signifies a respect for what is native, what is natural, what is of the earth. And this stone is laid in honor of Emily Miller's vision and the wherewithal to offer Coloradoans a dedicated green burial preserve in order to give back to the earth and restore it. This is a milestone day for the Colorado Burial Preserve, as Emily has already said, as Emily has literally done the groundwork for this laying out ceremony and offered a place for families to consider for the final receiving ground for their loved one. And we offer this foundational stone with great gratitude. And I'm honored and touched to have my grandchild Anne-Marie here to help me. She's going to be my Vanna maybe, to help me with this ceremony. And they are going to stack the second stone, foundational stone. And this second stone represents what has been crafted and created to augment and house natural processes. We have a beautifully crafted chrysalis that takes advantage of natural processes to accelerate the breakdown of the body into compost that can be used to replenish the earth. The Natural Funeral has been an advocate and leader for eco-friendly solutions for the disposition of the body for years now. And they were early providers of water cremation, and they are now the first to pioneer a way for families to choose this earth-friendly option. So we stack this second stone in gratitude and place it atop the foundational stone. And now I'd like to ask Seth Vidal to come, a co-owner of the Natural Funeral, to offer us a few words about what this day signifies to him and a little bit about the journey to get here.
Yeah, this has just been a journey. And so gratitude to the people here from the Natural Funeral and beyond who attended those meetings at the Colorado government level to advocate for this. And thank you to the team who's helped to build and construct these. This has been a real labor of love. And thank you to the families who are here who've leaned into this option. And thank you to those of you in industry who are telling this story. It's our honor to say yes, and it's our honor to say yes even when the questions are really hard. And it's just with a lot of gratitude and humility that before you today, welcoming you here. I love all of you and appreciate your contributions.
Thank you, Seth. I take exception because I think I'm the most humble man in the world. So I don't know how you could think you were. All right. Well, we want to add to our cairn the third stone, and this represents and honors those professionals dedicated to compassionately serving the end-of-life needs of our communities. Many of these professionals have affiliated in support of each other in the Colorado End-of-Life Collaborative, which is one of the sponsors of today's event. We offer this stone with great gratitude and place it as the heart stone in our stack of 5. It has a little red tinge to it. It's our center stone, and it signals the importance of the role of compassion, so integral to the work of death care professionals. I'm going to ask Cindy Kaufman to offer a few words about what this day signifies to her and a little bit about the soul-nourishing work that they offer.
Wow, it's my first look out at all of you. How beautiful you are on this landscape and your contribution to today. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cindy Kaufman. I am the president and co-founder of the Colorado End-of-Life Collaborative, a nonprofit membership organization for end-of-life doulas and other affiliate death care industry service providers here in Colorado. I also work as an end-of-life doula and a home funeral guide. I am honored to be here today representing the Colorado End-of-Life Collaborative for this monumental day in our state's history. And just to tell you a little bit about the collaborative, it was launched in 2020 to bring together the service providers in the death care industry so that we could all better serve the end-of-life needs of Colorado and help educate the community about options available for care in both the final days of life as well as following a death. Our collaborative members range from end-of-life doulas to grief counselors to life cycle celebrants to estate planners to funeral providers and green cemeteries and much more. Our funeral providers and cemeteries offer innovative and environmentally friendly options for final disposition, such as what we are here today to honor. We intentionally chose the word collaborative because the members of the collaborative work collaboratively rather than competitively to serve our community. And today is a beautiful example of how our members have come together graciously to assist the Natural Funeral and the Colorado Burial Preserve with this historical milestone. It is in deep reverence that we bear witness to, and with great honor that we participate in this donation of body composting to the prairie restoration efforts here at the Colorado Burial Preserve. Thank you all for being here today in celebration and in ceremony.
So not only being the most humble man I know, I am the most collaborative as well. I'm just saying, Cindy. All right.
We know, Ben.
So our fourth stone represents and honors those 14 families who have chosen body composting for their loved one since it became legal on September 7th, 2021. I don't know why I'm going to cry. They have ventured outside of the conventional norm and made a choice for a better, richer earth. And their choice is and will be a living source of nourishment for the future earth. We stack this stone upon the heart stone with great gratitude, and we acknowledge you in this group. The fifth stone, our capstone, so to speak, represents Joy Poisson, the first to be laid to rest in a chrysalis vessel over there, and the first to be laid out here in the Colorado Burial Preserve, and the first to be worked back into the earth of the earth. Certainly his individual life offers those who knew him many wonderful memories and a legacy unique all his own. But his family's donation of his enriched remains to the earth will also be a part of his legacy, a legacy that extends beyond just those in his community, but now onto the larger Colorado community and beyond. We offer this capstone with great gratitude. May this 5-tiered cairn mark this milestone moment and serve as the first of many trail markers when it comes to adopting green burial solutions and options. This cairn signals an important moment and is here to mark this day of balance with the hope that we as humans can achieve a better balance with nature. Joey was laid into the chrysalis on the fall equinox, and we bless this moment as he will be laid out on the spring equinox, the day that signals a shift, a tipping of its hat to the light, with more and more light filling each day. May it be so. In honor of the body that contains us, in honor of the tears that connect us, in honor of the transformative power inherent in nature to transform and recreate life from death, we bless this monument of commemorative stones and anoint them with these cleansing waters. Anne Marie will pour water over these stones. Blessings. Blessings. Thank you, sweetheart. Now that we have a great stone stack, we will now make them center stones to a collaborative earth altar. An earth altar is a temporary artwork creation arranged from the harvest of some of nature's gifts on this preserve: leaves, grasses, branches, stones, feathers, cactus spines, tumbleweeds, and all sorts of bones. We've got some bones here that were harvested, and for those who participated in the wandering in wonder and did the meditation and brought these back to us, thank you for that. And the earth altar is created of gratitude to the spirit of this place, and it represents the ephemeral beauty of nature as well as the ephemeral nature of life. It gives glory to our impermanence, and it infuses the moment with a reawakened sense of wonder and of grace and of beauty. So the resurgent and rearrangement of these objects, colors and textures, makes sacred this moment. I like this quote from the author of Morning Altars. His name's David Skildkett. I don't know. Art, nature, and ritual have always offered a light in dark places. They can tether us to presence, to purpose, to beauty during unpredictable times, rooting us into what truly matters and guiding a way back to our hearts and our homes. The ritual of earth art can faithfully tie us back into a greater story of our small but significant place on this floating planet. And today, this earth art ties us into a significant moment in this significant place and binds us together in a moment of community, of compassionate people with a deep caring for the earth and a reverence for the memory of those we love. Those who arrived early participated in a treasure hunt of sorts, meditatively walking the land and bringing back a treasure or two to help create our altar of beauty and of gratitude. These walks connected individuals, not only with this place and this day and time, but as well with each other. We are graced with these gifts that have surfaced from this nexus of time, this place, and the uniqueness of each person. I'm going to ask Kathleen to offer us another piece as we take these treasures, and ask the sponsors of this event to join with me and Anne Marie in creating our earth altar. feel like we should walk around and take a look, but some just amazing textures and beauty have come to life, and we've closed the spokes with a circle of rocks and mixed in seeds and berries and all sorts of remnants of nature that made this very beautiful. Well, at this time, we're going to ritualize and bless the seeding of this generous gift of soil. So what we want to do is we've taken this wheelbarrow-sized scoop of transformed remains that's alive with microbial life, and we're going to mix in it the promise of new life with a blend of native wildflower and grass seeds. The Colorado Burial Preserve is committed to continuing the native ecological diversity already found on this site and has selected a wildflower and grass mix that will intentionally and harmoniously add to the enriched soil. So today, these star-filled remains will rejoin the cycles of nature. And certainly we are honoring something old, the tradition of returning the body to the earth. But we're also honoring something new, returning the body in such a form that it provides immediate nourishment to the earth. And we are honoring something timeless, the preservation of that which can flourish and reverentially restore the land and the native ecosystem and continue the cycles long after we are gone. And thus we observe seed to root, to plant, to flower, to seed, earth to bloom, to earth. The remnants of stars return to enrich the earth that once enriched and animated them. We honor the essence that once inhabited these remains. We honor the life that is now set in motion with the seeding of new life and new beauty. Blessings. I think Emily's coming with a jar of seeds to mix in with the soil. I like to make the sign of the star as she does that. It comes down, across, over, and down. Blessings, you seeds. Blessings. Boy, look how rich that soil is. It's just amazing. Ah, nice. Thank you. Perfect. Our earth altar, as I mentioned earlier, is a temporary artwork creation. I don't know if you've seen the very elaborate sand mandalas that that are done, and they're there and they're just gorgeous, and then they shake it all up and it goes away, and again it brings to bear the ephemeralness of beauty and of life. So we are going to first dismantle our cairn that has served our purpose as a center point to the ephemeral gift of our earth art, and I'd like to disperse the memory of this day by we're going to take the top two stones and just lay them out and make them part of the area here where we're doing the laying out. And then I'd like to offer the heart stone in honor of the compassionate work that the collaborative is committed to providing. Have Anne-Marie give that to Cindy so that she may take that and have it in a special place to remember this day. And our second stone, I'm going to ask to have Seth come up in honor of the natural funeral, to honor the groundbreaking nature of the eco-friendly options they are committed to offering. And finally, I'd like to honor this foundational stone as a commemorative gift of thanks for the groundwork Emily has done in securing this place. Thank you. Blessings. Well, we are joining Emily today in stewarding this patch of land So we want to take this symbolic mixture of seed and fertile soil and spread it around our earth altar and mix in the beauty and gratitude resident in this moment. And then we're going to work it into the ground. So may we join together in community to not only create new ground for the restoration of this land, but also for the renewal of spirit around us and a clear path for an eco-friendly way of returning the body to the earth. We are making sacred the ground we are co-creating with Mother Earth as we seed her with these generative seeds for the future. So let us consecrate this laying out ceremony with an exaltation of grass, as captured by Louise Erdrich in her book, Big Grass. Who knew somebody would write a book about grass, but awesome. And it goes like this: big grass, original prairie grass, blue stem and Indian grass, side oats grandma. The green fringe gives me comforting assurance that all else planted and tended and set down by humans was somehow temporary. Only grass is eternal. Grass is always waiting in the wings. Snow melts, grass springs back. We are here on a quiet rise, finding the first uncanny shoots of green. Grass sings, grass whispers, ashes to ashes, dust to grass. I would be converted to religion of grass, sleep the winter away and rise headlong each spring, sink deep roots, conserve water, respect and nourish your neighbors, and never let the trees gain the upper hand. Such are the tenets and dogmas of grass. As for the practice, grow lush in order to be devoured or caressed, stiffen in sweet elegance, invent startling seeds, those also make sense, bow beneath the arm of fire, connect underground, provide, be lovely, and do no harm. Isn't that great? Today we've connected with the underground, with the grasses, the powdery soil of this place. May you be lovely, do no harm, and do continue to do your part for the prairie grass and for the earth and for all of life. Blessings on this place, on the life represented in this soil, on the life-giving preserve as we honor those who have passed. And I ask Kathleen to bring us with one more song before we close. The earth altar is going to be then mixed in with the soil. We're going to take all the native components and create a beautiful place here. And we're going to, I think we're going to open up the chrysalis and we're going to spill out the remnants, the composted elements, and then there'll be shovels. And I would love for everyone to take advantage and take a scoop. It doesn't have to be a big scoop, only if you can, but would love for you to participate in that if you can. So let's close this ceremony as it was begun with the tolling of this bowl, and I'm going to strike it 3 times. Kathleen, could you? blessings. Thank you all. Thank you. One thing to mention, there are goodie bags that are waiting for you at the entrance, but would now be your exit. We'd love for you to please pick up one of those and take those with you. So they're for you. They were made with you in love, so don't say no. Grab a bag or two, take one to a friend. And Kathleen, as we are doing this reverential part of taking a scoop and adding it here, and please mix it in with the altar. Kathleen's going to play some more of her beautiful cello pieces.
Get started.